Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Legit Matters with your one and only Big Fish. Oh, yeah, give them. They will hear one. Take it. A baby. Oh, man, goddamn. Straight to the matter on Legit Matters. I'm talking about leading a two-sided lifestyle. I'm talking about perception and character. I'm talking about being righteous and being religious. Most people in this life that will live a two-sided lifestyle in which they try to fool people, they try to deceive people, but at the end of the day they're just deceiving themselves. Living a two-sided lifestyle is so detrimental to your being as a human being, because at the end of the day you're only trying to please one side, one person. Most people, they lead a religious lifestyle instead of leading and living a righteous lifestyle which is acceptable by God's standard. They lead a religious lifestyle by making the people around them feel they are very, very God-fearing people. There's a difference between being religious and being righteous. You can be religious by going to church every day. You can be going to church Monday to Saturday, Monday to Sunday, January to December, 24 hours in a day, 365 days in the year, 12 months in a year. You can be going to church every day here and there. But if your heart is dirty, if your heart is filthy, if you lead a sinful lifestyle, if you live a corrupt lifestyle in the private, in the secret, and you are being religious and going to church every day, you are just fooling yourself, because at the end of the day you are doing so wrong in God's eye. At the end of the day you are not doing something that is really good for your soul, because in God's eyes you are still filthy. You are more than a filthy rag, because you are a hypocrite. Matter of fact, most people, they only do things that will please other people. Most people go to church every day. Most people are in attendance of church services every day just to make people happy. Matter of fact, most people are religious just because of whatever they will get from being in a church. Most people take church activities like being in a society, like being in a cult, or being in an association where they get benefits of brotherhood. Most people go to the church just because of brotherhood. They don't really go to church in their heart just for the love of God. They go just because they want to be in association with people, or they want to please their father, they want to please their mother, they want to please their brothers and sisters, they want to please their pastor, they want to make people proud of them, they want people to say, oh, this guy is so serious with God's work, he's so serious. If your heart is dirty, if your heart is not pure, if your heart is not clean, if you sin, if you commit sin in the closet, in the secret, when no one sees you, you are just fooling yourself. You are just fooling yourself and causing more damage, because at the end of the day, your life is going to be accountable in God's sight. So I just want anybody out there who is trying to live a two-sided lifestyle, trying to be religious and not being righteous. Righteousness is the key. You have to be righteous. You have to live a righteous life. You have to abstain from every form of evil. If you are really going to church every day, you have to live by what you practice. You cannot tell me you are a Christian and you go about insulting people. You go about fighting, go around having malice, trying to have unforgiving spirit, trying to hold grudges against people. A real Christian, a real child of God is supposed to be really righteous and live a well accepted lifestyle that is required by God through the standards of the Bible. Let me move over to the second phase of what I'm trying to say. Most people have a perception of themselves. Most people create a perception of themselves of being a very nice person, a very jovial person, a very humble person, a very decent person. When they see you, they greet you, they bend down, they do every sort of mannerisms to make you feel real comfortable. They always look like a good person outside. But when you follow them to their house or in their closet or in their private, see their character. A character is something you cannot manufacture. His character is not is something you cannot hide. A character is who you are. A character is what you are made of. A perception is what you create. What is like a role you have in the movie is just acting. Most people look at people outside and they say, "Oh, this guy is a very gentle guy. The guy is a calm guy. The guy is a decent guy. He dresses well. He's very respectful. He's this, that, and the third." But when you see the person in private, when you see the person, the way he behaves with his people in his house, the way he talks to his younger ones, the way he talks to his siblings, the way he talks to his mother, his father, or the way he or she handles her boyfriend or her girlfriend or the people around the person, you discover that the person's lifestyle is completely different from the way people perceive the person. Just like how people perceive celebrities as perfect human beings, people perceive superstars, footballers, celebrities as very, very good, decent people. And at the end of the day, when they hear news that this guy has made such atrocities or has committed such atrocities to the society or has done some harm to someone, they say, "Oh, I cannot believe this and that," because that's a perception of how you see the person. You see the person as a good person. You see the person as a very respectful person. You see the person as someone who has character, who is made of good quality, who is made of a good cloth, who knows how to talk very well, who is very eloquent, who is very respectful, who is very well learned. So you have a perception of the person. The person is nice, but the person's character is what really makes the person. A person's character is what really keeps the person. Who really makes is the real character of a person is what is really is what the person is really made of. So you cannot act character. You cannot. I don't know how to read. Character is what you are really made of. So when you see someone, you really have to get to know the character of the person. The character of the person is really more important than the perception of how you see the person. Because when you get close to this person, or when sometimes it's very hard to really know the character of someone. But really, when you live with someone for some time, that's when you really know the character of someone. You really know if the way you perceive the person is the same way the person's character is, the way the person behaves, coordinated outside. Is that how the real person really is? So you have to be careful when you really deal with people, because sometimes you might see someone, you might meet someone, and you might have a perception of the person that the person is a very good person, the person is a very nice person. By the end of the day, the person might wound you and might just give you so much damage and hurt you so bad and just probably do something I'll never believe, because that's the person's character. Because the person's character is evil, so you have to be aware. So all my brothers and sisters of the world wide web, if you are a religious person, make sure your words and your actions match your character. If you are a gentle person outside, make sure you matches your character. Make sure you build your character. Make sure your character is well cultured, well mannered, well just is equated to your perception. Report live from the HQs of Big Fish Studios with your one and only Big Fish. You give them. They will hear when a big. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button for updates. Report live with your one and only Big Fish. Oh man, god damn. Signing out. Au revoir. I'm just living with you with peace and love. With your one and only Big Fish.